Hey everybody, and welcome to this special commemorative collaboration between Skog Vlog TV and
Gina Z Vlog TV.
Brought to you by two of the coolest cats in this town.
Meow.
Okalona's best. Anyways, we were just talking about the movie Forrest Gump. Of course, the scene where Gina sings naked.
Gina sings naked?
Oops!
I don't remember that scene.
Freudian slip. What I meant to say was Jenny sings naked. She sings a little song by Bobby Dylan called Blowin' in the Wind.
Which we couldn't figure out at first because I thought it was Candle in the Wind.
And then I thought it was Dust in the Wind. And then we both realized it's Blowin' in the Wind. Of course. But why? Well, the why is that the story described in Forrest Gump is sung about in the song Blowin' in the Wind. Don't believe us? Well, check it out. Uh-oh, I lost the lyrics on the laptop. Looks like I'm winging this one.
Oh, God.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? Well, Gina?
Well, these lyrics can talk about the really famous scene in Forrest Gump where...
Keep going. I was just being supportive.
You're fine.
This road that is walked down to become a man. Well, if we remember correctly, Forrest walked, jogged, and ran down quite a few roads on his journey all the way to the Pacific Ocean and back to the Atlantic and then back to Greenbowl, Alabama. Huh, sounds familiar. Well, let's take this next line. How many times must a white dove sail?
No. It's how many seas must a white dove sail?
How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand?
Well, I think this line is multi-layered. It can be attributed to a lot of things that happen in the Forrest Gump movie, such as Forrest Gump becoming a shrimp boat captain, because it's talking about sailing on the seas.
Absolutely.
To that, I think of Lieutenant Dan challenging God while they're on the shrimping boat, and God is often depicted as a white dove. And then lastly, you have Jenny, who as a child, she prays to be turned into a bird and taken far, 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 far away from here.
Make me a bird so I can fly far, far away.
Exactly.
And of course, the next line.
Oh, we're not done. And then at the end of that line...
We'll have to wait until this last part.
And then the last line of that, or the last part of that line, is before she sleeps in the sand, which makes me think of Jenny, who dies at the end of the movie.
AIDS.
Spoiler alert!
I'm sorry, if you haven't watched this movie yet, you're probably never going to.
That's a good point. And then the final line that Jenny gets to sing before the chorus
is... How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned?
That one's pretty obvious because in the film, Forrest Gump goes to Vietnam. He becomes a soldier and goes to Vietnam, and he even gets shot in the buttocks.
Hey, them things should be banned. Now, of course, you all may be dubious. You might say, we thought of this 20 years ago when the movie came out in the first place. Well, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. If you haven't, and you still need convincing, let me leave you with this. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Skog Vlog.
Skog Vlog TV.
Skog Vlog TV.
Gina Z Vlog TV.
TV.
Whatever it is.